Okay.
And then some acceptance
Yeah.
letter. I can email it to you too. I just wanted you to have copies because I gave them one.
Yeah.
And then this is the budget.
Okay.
And then this is the appraisals.
They can hear it first. I don't know where he went.
Who, Jason?
Yeah.
He's back there with the guy from,
No, he's in the restroom. There you go. All right. All right, everybody ready?
y'all stand, we go, Lord, in the word of prayer. Gracious Heavenly Father, Lord God, we thank you for a beautiful day, Heavenly Father. We thank you for your great love and all your tender mercies. Dear God, we thank you so much for our salvation. Nobody earned, it was all a free gift to us through your Son, Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Dear God, please be with us at our meeting. Guide us and lead us, and let everything said and done but bring glory and praise to you. These things I pray in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Maybe sit down, Julie. All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to our meeting today, August 18th. Okay. Need approval, entertain approval of minutes.
I'll
from
make
last
a
meeting.
motion to approve the minutes from last time.
And I will second.
I got a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, need entertain a motion to approve the claims.
I'll make that motion also.
And I will second that.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Then acknowledgement of treasurer report and clerk report.
I acknowledge that. I saw it this morning.
Okay. Then department reports.
Julie with the Gibson County Health Department. I don't think I gave you my numbers, but I'll give you my numbers. I did not do that. Sorry.
Okay, go away.
Too many papers tonight. Okay. Those are our numbers for July. Do you guys have any questions? We,
Need to start having more birth certificates than death certificates.
I know, yes. I gave you guys a paper that has a spreadsheet on the front of, but the back sheet, if you look at it, there's GROW, it was the GROW grant, it's GROW Rural Opportunities for Wellbeing. We did get selected for funding, and I gave you a copy of the front of the, just our budget summary table that we turned into the state. We've been working on this. We will hire a community health worker that will work in the community and rural communities, helping with chronic disease, like diabetes, COPD, asthma, fall prevention. I had a list of things, but I don't have it. Also, communicable disease, just different things that we can help. And then I know that EMS is going to talk about it too, but we're going to work with them with their community paramedics so we can kind of, work in different areas, but help each other. So we're doing more for our rural communities. It's to help with not having as many, 911 calls that aren't really 911 calls, to allow where we can pick up the pieces of if just even from coming home from the hospital, coming home from a nursing home, if they get an EMS, if EMS gets a call and they're out there and they see someone that needs something with resources and things like that, this grant is allowing us to help them with needs, even blood pressure monitoring. We can do those kinds of things, checking their A1C.
And the grant pays for the
Everything.
person and everything.
Everything.
And for how long?
Yes. This is actually budgeted for 2 years, but it's a 5-year thing for now, and then they're going to see how it goes and how it's going in the communities to see if it's helping. And it's all numbers, so as long as they're seeing a difference with it, I mean, I think it'll be a great thing to have, because it's actually a bridge to help whenever people out there, they don't get like the resources they need. There might be people that don't have family that they see that we can help with those things. So we're still going to have to figure everything out, but I think it will be a very good thing. I will come next month and ask, once I get everything figured out, to hire somebody, because this money should be dropping in. They're wanting us to start it in September. So, but I mean, it'll be a little later for me, but
Congratulations and thank you.
thank you. Thank you, thank you.
We'll let Kyle go next.
Kyle Wallace, representing the IT Gibson County. So I previously sent an email with the updated options for the servers and the server drives. Just wanted to see what questions that we had on this. This went back to the main focus. The urgency currently right now is with the prosecutor's office needing a new server or space for virtual server to upgrade their current system so they can move forward with their upgrade. A couple months ago, I mentioned back that I was looking at other hardware inside the county. We talked about Wi-Fi and switches, and mentioned the server at the time as well. We looked at trying to look at that potential to either upgrade the drives in the server currently now, or I put options for a new server at this time for long-term better viability for the funding spent that I'm recommending for the county. So the previous was an updated estimate that I had on there in option 3 for the current price of the available drives that we finally did find 47 of them in stock as of a few hours ago today. And then alternate options for a individual server for the prosecutor versus a new server for the county as a whole that would be serving multiple departments in the county.
So in your opinion, would it be better to have the prosecutor's office on one of their own rather than a shared one, do you think, or?
The long-term cost of it would be more, it'd be more efficient to have them on a server with other departments.
Okay. And this is, what you're proposing is not just a put your finger in the dam kind of situation. This is long-term, it's gonna get us by several years.
Yeah,
And we're talking new equipment, not reconditioned.
that's correct.
I think
We
that.
can't vote right now.
Huh?
We can't vote right now. Jason, right?
Yeah, we're gonna vote on it under old business here
Oh,
momentarily.
okay.
But
We can't do it under department report.
Do you have any further questions, Michael, or?
Right, Glenn?
No?
I don't, I think I understand, I mean, as long as I think it's been, discussed, that it can handle the system requirements of, the underlying, file system management system that we have.
Absolutely.
And I know you guys have been in contact with MCCI, who's redeveloping, our system, so there's been communication, so I'm comfortable that those discussions have been had. They're not gonna install something that I'll be told later that that's not gonna work.
Right,
As
yeah.
long as they keep the conversation going and, the new server can accommodate what MCCI needs in regard to our rate conditions.
Not only now, but in the future,
Yeah,
or at least the near future. I mean, I understand all those type of things are obsolete in 2 years, but
All these options we're looking at are trying to be the most long-term efficient possibilities for the county.
okay. Thank you.
I've got a couple of questions, and I've talked with Kyle today. So they go with that option 3, phase 1, that would fix the prosecutor's immediate need and would allow us to avoid a competitive bidding issue that we've talked about potentially. Is that correct? I understand ultimately your recommendation is option 1, but I don't think we can do that at tonight's meeting because we are gonna have to explore competitive bidding and is there gonna be a workaround to the competitive bidding requirement? So Kyle, if we go with option 3, phase 1, and later add option 1, do you think that you will then move the prosecutor over to that new server or keep him where he's at?
Realistically, the best use would be to move them to the new server, inspect that new server appropriately, and have complete all new hardware that everybody's running on and running efficiently on, and have a more long-term solution that way.
And I kind of asked this question earlier, but can we reshop that option one so that his hardware is compatible with that new server, and then we drop the price to option one? Because we're bringing in 4 or 5 terabyte drives.
Depending on what's available at the time, that is a possibility, but it's more of a long shot really than anything else. Because the drive connections and chassis that are compatible with this server may not be compatible with the new server, just with different technologies. Every few years, there's new connections, new technologies. So I'm not going to say 100% that we can pull those drives out and put them in the new one. Ideally, we'll be speccing the new server as a whole package to accommodate the system as a whole at that time, and usually you get better pricing when we go that route.
And Mike, as I understand it, your need is yesterday. I needed it yesterday.
Well, I don't want to claim it that way necessarily. The issue is again, they're not offering any more support for our system. So if we start getting glitches in the system, or if it starts malfunctioning, then we're stuck with the malfunction, and we'll have to figure out how to operate. So it's one of those things like it's, I guess driving a car and not putting oil in it for a long, long time, we'll just see how far it goes, right? It's kind of like that. So to say it's going to break down tomorrow, that's not. I don't want to claim that kind of urgency. Is it 6 months? Is it 3 years? They can't tell me that part, okay?
And it's not necessarily worth taking a gamble on either.
Well, right, and then, as I explained earlier, if it falls apart, then it creates a paralyzation in our office.
Right.
We don't have paper anymore, okay?
Right.
And so to function effectively, efficiently, et cetera, it's gotta be there. And again, we've got our initial evaluation of this almost a year ago from MCCI with regard to the quote. So, and they were gonna do this, and then it turned out they were gonna do that. So my point is that we've been doing it for a year, and we've been fine. Okay, so it's
Right.
one of those things, we're just trying to anticipate.
Okay.
That's all the questions I have.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, you've got our numbers for July. We had 487 calls, 94 of those being transfers out of Deaconess. Our total call volume so far is 3,036. Collected 78,248 for the month of July. It brings us to a total of about 579,113. Our new ambulance came in on Thursday of last week. I went and picked it up. It should be in service hopefully by the end of the week.
That's the one that we ordered way back at the first of the year.
Yeah. Still waiting on, to hear back from insurance on whether they're going to approve the estimate on the wrecked ambulance. It's been waiting for a couple months.
Okay.
We're fully staffed right now. We are starting we're going to have a CPR class coming up September 30th for all the Gibson County High School kids that are interested. It's at cost. Cost to us is $22 a person. So we've gotten several calls since school started for kids that were wanting to do it. So we decided to set up an evening class for them.
Have you had many heat-related calls? Or?
We've had a few. I think we had 3 last week. So not as many as what we could have.
Glad it wasn't more.
Our internet is still kind of spotty at the station.
Yeah, it's coming.
That's all I've got for you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you, AJ.
Thank you.
Okay, so shocker, Bruce is not doing a report, so I may be the last one. that's okay. Sharon Warney with the Animal Shelter. So currently, today, at the shelter, there are 30 dogs and 56 cats. Yay! Because the new shelter will have 38 kennels, so that's great news. However, that is not all the animals underneath the care of the current shelter. There are 42 animals in foster to adopt, which means eventually they'll have homes, and there are 18 in pure foster, where those are just individuals who've stepped up and will take the dogs, keeping them out of the shelter until they can be adopted. And as I always say, Cynthia Rotana is 100% responsible for that with all of her helpers. So she was a great addition to our little group. As far as other issues at the shelter, the phone, the internet was out for like weeks and weeks and weeks. The internet is pretty much back, but not necessarily 100% back, not necessarily all the time. The phone was a real nightmare, and that has some other issues that are unrelated to just actual phone service that caused that. I think that's finally been worked out, so I understand it's been extremely frustrating to the public who wants to contact, because it's just been impossible. Some of that, again, couldn't be controlled, some of it could have been, but it is what it was, and so hopefully we've moved on. I do want to assure the public that while the animals are still all out at the old shelter, and unfortunately we've had this horrible heat wave that seems to never end, we've not had any animals that we've had to deal with that are being stressed from the heat. There's a lot of things that are being done to mitigate that. It's still not pleasant for the animals. It's not ideal. We wish they had gone into the new shelter in July where it was air conditioned, but that didn't happen. But the good news is they're all okay. And a lot of them, the foster numbers reflect people who maybe might not have fostered, but because of the heat, they don't want to see the animals out at the shelter in the heat, so they...
You know, Jason's close to that.
Okay, it's gone, yay.
Yeah.
So anyway, I appreciate all the people stepping up who maybe the heat has caused them to step up and foster. But regardless, the animals are, whether it's hot or not, the animals are always so much better in foster. We see that at our adoption events. Animals that have been in foster are more easily adoptable because they're more socialized. They've been trained to walk on leashes. The foster will come with the animal at those events and can tell the potential adopter a lot of things that we wouldn't have had been able to if they had just been living at the shelter the whole time. So in addition to some of the physical things we do with the misters and the baby pools filled with water, we've got people coming literally in 7 nights a week. Those are volunteers. We have volunteers who come in during the day. Sunday and Monday the shelter's closed, so some of the volunteers come in the afternoons because staff is there just to do minimal cleaning. So we've got people coming in the afternoons. But again, every night, every animal is checked in the shelter, cleaned again, tried to walk them, make sure the water's clean and filled up. So that's been done mostly with an eye to the heat. So good news wise, and I don't know if it was official, but people probably already know, TIF did give additional money for the new shelter, so yippee yay. Commissioner Lewis knows more about what that's going to be used for than I do. I guess my question before I move on to my final part, we still don't have a vehicle. We lost a vehicle in May. We still don't have a vehicle, so I don't know what your time frame is on getting us a vehicle, but we don't have a vehicle. We have one vehicle that's a good vehicle, and then one vehicle that is very, very old with hundreds of thousands of miles on it. that was kind of the backup vehicle that is now the second vehicle. Guess still working on it?
Yeah. we
Yeah.
are.
Okay.
Well,
All right,
A lot of stuff today equating, we're working on right now, so
right.
we need to see what's all going to happen.
Any general idea of how soon we'll get another vehicle?
We've looked at the possibility of using another already owned county vehicle for your second one. So I don't know how soon that'll happen, Sharon, but we've started some discussion about it. We've got
Okay.
some pricing on new vehicles. I know you would prefer an SUV.
Yes, sir.
What we have currently is a pickup with a camper shell, which might work for a temporary situation until we can do something different.
And we had that before
Right.
with the camper shell so that you've got an enclosed area to transport, but lifting.
Well,
Is
this
the
is not a
issue.
huge pickup truck.
Okay.
It's, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not a whole lot higher than the bumper of an SUV.
Okay,
But that's kind of one of the thoughts we've been working on.
okay,
But we'll keep working on it and we'll come up with a solution.
okay.
Hopefully sooner than later.
And I've been out to Faulkner's and looked at some as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
All right, and what about some of the tree work out there? Since we're now gonna be out there maybe till December, there's gonna be a lot of storms again coming through, and I just worry about trees crashing and volunteers or dogs getting hurt and,
I talked to the county highway and they don't have any equipment, so we're gonna have to get a tree service. So I guess what we need to do is reach out to, there's 2 tree services here in the county that I'm aware of, Sloan and Whitledge.
And somebody else too. But
okay.
yeah,
We'll see.
we can look into it, have them come
Yeah.
out there and look at it.
I mean, I
Get some
understand.
bids as far as getting
Yeah.
anything dangerous down.
Right, and I understand with
Yeah.
originally we thought we'd be moved by now, so who wants to
Right.
spend money on the trees, but there's lots of days between now and then that we still gotta deal with. Okay, thank you.
I'll put that on my to-do list.
Okay, so last weekend was a successful weekend, and I'd like to thank the new not-for-profit volunteers group. They did a really big event at Clinkers. I did a very small solo event at Princeton Theater. Princeton Theater allowed the animal shelter to come into the theater Friday evening, and a certain percentage of each ticket was going to go to the animal shelter for the care of the animals. They let me bring in an adorable little dog that everyone just fell in love with. And little Sadie had a lady who just loved her and then came to Clinkers on Saturday and adopted little Sadie. So yay.
Good.
So that
Yeah.
was a very, very happy ending. And then Clinkers was a very successful event, so I'd like to thank Clinkers. And I think 7 dogs were adopted, but unfortunately 2 dogs came back. And that's,
We got about a minute left.
pardon?
We got about a minute. We're supposed to
Oh,
for 5
okay.
minutes. So
Okay,
we
so,
went over
anyway,
some.
that sometimes happens, but I wanna point out, if nothing else, if I have time for nothing else, River Oaks is doing an event this Friday. Dogs will be out there for the benefit of the, residents, however, they are going to do, and it's this Friday from 2 to 3, they're going to honor Dr. Jim Fights, who has done wonderful things for the community and the animal shelter. And so that's Friday afternoon, and then Saturday morning, we're gonna do a Rural King, adoption event. And then the next Saturday, there's gonna be a Francisco event where there'll be adoptable dogs. There's a Princeton golf fundraiser on September 19th, and then the big event that the volunteer groups are doing is October 17th at Farm 1063, which is called Barktober, and hoping to raise funds for the animals at those. Okay, thank
That's
you.
it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hold on. So I got an update from our EMA, Stephanie McKinney. She said all siren heads are installed. Now we are waiting on ERS to hook systems up to repeater and engineers who work with IT and program systems on our network. So that's our siren update right now that we got going on, siren work. All right, next up, we got public comments. There's no more department, or go ahead, Or, there's no more, department heads? Nope.
Go ahead,
All right,
Patty.
public comment, 3 minutes.
Patty Van Oven with the Gibson County Chamber of Commerce. I just want to kind of put some things out into the community. We are going to be sending out on our Facebook page, so if you don't follow us yet, please do for nominations for our awards night, which is going to be in November. It's November 19th, it's on a Thursday. So we have 3 awards that we give out, Local Business of the Year, Business of the Year, and Nonprofit or Volunteer of the Year. So they do have to be a chamber member to be able to receive that award, but we will be sending that out here soon. So please be looking for that and nominate. And then October 9th, I'm a part of a regional women's chamber directors group, and our regional women's conference is October 9th, and it will be in Greene County. And we still have a lot of envelopes. So if you have not heard about our 144 envelope fundraiser, please come out, talk to me. That's it. Thanks.
Thanks, Patty. Remember, state your name.
Randy Hall.
I just want to say that we have an ordinance on the Johnson grass. I mean, there's a law about it and stuff. They need to maintain it and everything. Well, the solar farms, they got a lot of it and they ain't mowing. And I feel like the county needs to get a hold of them and start if they want that stuff, then they need to start taking care of it.
Mr. Spindler's already contacted them.
But I'm just saying, you know, I
We're
mean,
just saying, too.
the Johnson grass is really getting bad.
Yeah, we contacted them and let them know that we're aware of it.
That's it.
Thanks, sir.
The county, by the soccer fields. Not by the ground.
Kind of piggybacking on his, I live on 450 South, right where the railroad bridge is, and a lot of the construction workers have been using that railroad bridge. It's getting in really bad shape. So I didn't know if maybe we could get a bigger sign for the weight limit, something maybe says, hey, this is a wooden bridge, you better not use it, something, because it's really getting in bad shape.
What road was that again?
It's 450 South. It's
450
right-
south, east of Highway 57.
Yeah, it's right at Barton Township, Columbia Township line.
And your name, please.
Amy Miley. And I live right there at that bridge. It's
And
ridiculous.
I got a call this week from Troy.
Yeah,
And I was
Yeah.
gonna say something to Matt this evening about, we gotta get it stopped.
yeah. I mean, it's gonna fall
'Cause
through.
whenever we used to chip and seal it, they wouldn't let us cross it with the
Yeah,
dump truck.
exactly. Yeah, we've had it since I've lived there. I've lived there about 35 years, and it's fallen through twice already since I've been there. And it's a real pain to try to go around. So I didn't know if there was something, I don't know what you could do. I don't know how to stop them.
Unfortunately, a sign's not gonna stop them.
No, but I don't know
I
if
guess
it's
we
some kind of
can-
warning or,
We can have Matt,
Yeah. Have Kenny.
whether you want to talk to Matt, and he can tell the solar farm that that is not an approved route for any of their construction vehicles. And tell them to stay off of it, and if they don't pay attention, then, just shut them down.
Thank you. Well, when Jason been in contacting them about the grass, we can tell them as well about that as well.
Is it the same ones with the grass, or was
No, it's
he talking about the one that's completed? She's talking about the one that's under construction.
right.
Oh, that other one over there, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still contact them though.
Yeah.
All right, next up. Mr. Mickle.
I'm Larry Mickle, Gibson County taxpayer. Speaking about Johnson grass and speaking about County Road 450 South, I was just on that 450 South yesterday. And on the county right of way, it is so pathetic. You couldn't begin to even see through it. It seems like this year, there's been a lot of farmers and taxpayers that have actually been out spot spraying a lot more than what they've been. I don't know if it's because of the mention of the weed board or the publicity or whatnot, but, or just the timing, but not, there's been a lot more people. And if the county and the state would try to show some more effort, I think that would help encourage the others. The Soil and Water Conservation is trying to get a grant for it. But I think it would be helpful.
Yeah, you mentioned that last meeting, I think, didn't you? And then I think we said something to Matt as well about that grass as well.
So,
I mentioned it at the drainage board meeting, and it seems like a lot of people are really getting interested. I saw somebody out with a 2-gallon sprayer. They're on Old 41 coming up here. And so I'd encourage to trying to show a little bit more effort amongst the county, even like the animal shelter share. Sherry needs to be out there with her 2-gallon sprayer, spraying her Roundup as well, and showing some effort.
I've been at the new one doing a lot of spraying and mowing.
Well, I've actually spent the last probably 3 weeks, most of my time, the last 3 weeks, and I've actually covered 168 and quite a bit on 41. I've covered most of the roads from 168 to 68, from 41 to I-69 personally myself. And,
Got a minute left.
and I know you guys are happy to see this redevelopment resolution. I'm disappointed. As Ice Miller said, it's just a vehicle, and Baker Tilly, Matt Eckerly from Baker Tilly said that the county can go to Toyota and ask for it. The county elected officials and redevelopment commission and the attorneys are all put in your place by the taxpayers and not Toyota. Toyota should be
15 seconds.
be maintaining their own infrastructure, and you guys need to encourage that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Come up back.
I don't think we currently have any. We have programs where we spray our bridges and culverts for invasive species. We did the north half of the county for the last 3 years. I think it was a 3-year program, and now this is either the first or second year on the south end of the county for the poison hemlock and stuff like that around the bridges. We do not currently have a right-of-way spray program.
Yeah.
Maybe something, I think years and years and years ago they used to.
Did a weed board or something, wasn't it?
But it may be something that we need to start, you know. Right. I know Denny Simpson has discussed restarting a weed board again. And maybe that's something we need to look at. Huh?
I said that spray gets pretty expensive.
Right. So right now, the short answer, Ron, is no, we don't have a budget line item for that type of stuff, but maybe it's something we need to look at in the future, obviously.
Yep. All right. Any more public comment? Nope. All right, let's get to old business now. Update old jail demolition. George Ballard.
Closing in fast. Finally, huh? So, I have a safety meeting with Garmon and the demolition company, this coming Monday. Should be starting around the 8th of September. Actually start tearing the building down. We're gonna get the water, finally be able to get it shut off, probably Monday. With the city of Princeton's been working with us on that. And then the utilities, as far as like the electric with CenterPoint and Duke Energy, that'll be worked out between the demolition company and the city of Princeton. And Emerson Street will be closed probably around the 8th of September. So that one block will be shut off. Parking is going to be a premium in that area.
Yeah.
for at least a few months until the buildings get tore down. Council at their last meeting approved to do the 1.3 advertising. They'll vote on it in the second Tuesday, but they also gave us the green light to get started.
Good.
So
Good deal.
it is going to happen.
And so just so the public's aware that the $1.3 million total cost was not only tearing down the old buildings, but actually putting in a new parking lot
That's
where they
correct.
used to be with lighting and striping and paving and everything.
Yeah.
So it's a complete project. It's,
Right,
it's
be the
not several
security
phases.
lighting, there's some video cameras gonna get added in on that too. I think it's 22 parking spaces, but that may not happen till the spring. Depends on how long it takes to get the two buildings down.
Buildings down.
You know, these asphalt plants, they don't operate in the winter.
Right.
And,
No.
so we're kind of pending on that, but
Right.
as soon as the building's down and everything, and even if we don't have the parking lot done, we'll get the street back open.
Right.
So we don't want to close it any longer than we have to.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, George.
All right. Next up, we got change order number 2, County Road 100 East, intersection upgrades. Mr. Holden.
I'm gonna handle this. He's not here tonight to send out a football game, so the change order is for a total of $29,686. And it's for 2 items. Item 1 is uninterruptible power supply with connection cable and anchor bolts. And item 2 is traffic signal head, 5-section, 12-inch with backplates with tape.
So basically, it's an upgrade for the battery backups
Right.
for the traffic light, and they're changing the traffic light from just a, green, yellow, red to having turn arrows
Correct.
with it. So
Yep.
do we need a motion?
Yes,
I'll make a motion to approve change order number 2 on the County Road 100 East intersection upgrade.
I'll second that.
So I have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, now we need, we got approval to purchase 110 North 8th Street and vacant lot, Princeton. Julie?
I gave you guys, okay, I gave you guys the appraisal reports. There's 2 of them there. Stan, from the ARC got one of the appraisals. We paid for the other one. And then you also have the purchase agreement on it.
Yeah, so, and I sent out an email, this is what I am asking the commissioners to do. I just need a motion that consists of 4 subparts. Subpart 1, appointing and ratifying Brian Woods and Brian Sheldon as the appraisers, accepting both appraisals of record and having those sent to the council. Item 2 is finding that for the $490,000 does not exceed the average of those 2 appraisals. Item 3 is ratification of the purchase agreement that Julie signed on August the 13th. And item 4 is to release $1,000 for earnest money to FC Tucker within the next 5 days. Do I have a motion to that effect?
I will make that motion.
Now, I will second that motion.
I have a motion and a second on the floor. Any discussion? All in favor of the motion indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. You're good?
All right. Next up, we got new business, interlocal agreement, Du Bois County, Mr. Holden.
I'm gonna handle this as well. So this is just an agreement whereby the 2 highway departments can exchange services, personnel, and probably more frequently will be equipment. I don't know that they have signed it yet, if Du Bois County has, but I've got
Yes.
it ready for you to sign this evening.
Basically the same thing that we entered into with the town of Owensville and the town of Patoka. And we ran into an issue, our new distributor truck broke down under warranty, and we got like a week of chip sealing to do. So Du Bois County had actually purchased our old one, so they are gonna rent it back to us so that we can finish up our chip seal project. Which will actually make the supplier of the new chip seal pay that rental fee.
Yep.
So it won't be at any cost to the county, but it just allows us
Right.
to share things and work together.
Yep. Yep.
So I'll make a motion to approve the interlocal agreement between Gibson and Du Bois County.
And I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion?
Nope.
Hearing none, all in favor of the motion indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Okay. Next up, we got Advanced Network Computer Services, Mr. Duckworth. Don't see him here.
I believe he's here. Is there anybody else here representing Mr. Duckworth or no?
Nope. All right. Grow Grant announcement, Erica and AJ.
This was more Erica than me, and she had an emergency. It has all the papers and all the numbers that she had written on it. So basically, all I can tell you is that we have the GROW grant, which was the grant that was also given to the health department. It's supposed to cover 5 years of a community paramedic, vehicle, all the supplies, and wages.
It was basically at no cost to the county.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Right.
Just,
Yeah, they should be releasing the first set of funds probably next month. You know, this is all kind of new to all of us as far as the community paramedicine stuff. I'm actually gonna go do a ride along with Posey and Vanderburgh County. They've been doing it a couple of years,
Okay.
so I can kind of see what all they do.
Good.
But the grant's a big deal for us. It's a lot of money, and it'll let us help the community.
so
That sounds good.
with the grant, do we get the fundings and then purchase a vehicle, or do they provide it? How does that work, or do we know?
I believe that the money will come to the county, and then,
County will purchase a SUV and the equipment to put in it, or
yeah,
or
that's
whatever.
my understanding of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
I think
good.
Erica's been looking at some already, right?
Yeah.
She told me the other
she's-
day.
Yeah, Faulkner's had sent her a couple that they'd looked at.
Good.
Sounds like a win-win.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
great, great
Sounds good,
news.
AJ.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. We got any medical leaves?
We have 3.
Okay. We got 3 medical leaves. Entertaining a motion to approve the medical leaves.
I'll make that motion.
I will second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? No. All right. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right. With that being said, entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I will second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.